What's up, guys? My name is Brian Drake. Welcome back to the Dice Tower. And so, all of this, if you've watched my videos, you know was started because of one game. And no, that game is not Ticket to Ride or Settlers of Catan or anything like that. That game is this. Heroclix. You said, wait a minute, Heroclix. I remember playing that. Isn't that game with like the miniature superheroes and stuff, and you fight them and you put dice and tokens and all that kind of stuff on the board? It is. That's exactly what it is. So here's the big picture. Imagine your favorite superhero. Literally any of them. There's a figure for that. Because there are thousands and thousands and thousands of Heroclix out there. So I got started playing Heroclix because I was on a website one day and saw a miniature Sinestro statue. And it was said, Blackest Night is coming, or something like War of Light is coming. I was like, what is this? So I saw Sinestro and a Hal Jordan miniature little statue thing, and it said, it was telling me how this is a game, and the little bases, they click, so you know what powers you have and how much health you have, and once you run out of health, your dial says KO, and everything's here. And I was like, wait a minute, this is like playing with toys, but with rules, and it's so incredible. And that's basically what Heroclix is. It gives you the feeling of playing with toys, but with a really great rule set and a really fun, cohesive rule set in a two-player skirmish game. So we're going to do a few videos because WizKids provided some of these con exclusives for this year. We're going to take a look at the 2017 con exclusives. These you can get at the WizKids Open, the Road to Worlds, all those kind of places. You can check out WizKids.com to find out where you can find these con exclusives. We've got the Marvel, we've got the DC, and we've got the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, which have been some killer. I played the other night and got absolutely shredded by Bebop, Rocksteady, and Shredder. Foot Soldier combo. It was disgusting how good of a combo it was. But we've got two con exclusives from them as well as we've got a brand new Guardians of the Galaxy movie Volume 2 gravity feed over here. We're going to unbox these, take a look at them, see what's inside of there, see what kind of chases and all that kind of stuff are in there. Who knows what we're going to find in there. Obviously, you can see the ones that are on the side, but man, the first Guardians of the Galaxy was an incredible set. Some of the movie pieces were some of the best ones in the game. That movie group was awesome, especially out of the starter set. So this video, we're going to take a look at the DC con exclusives. You've got three here. You've got Plastic Man, the Bat Knight from Kingdom Come, oh my gosh, and Zeus. Now, if I had to put it to these, which one you think was going to be the best, or which one you think is going to be your favorite, maybe you already know, maybe you've seen some of these dials, but I was a little bit shocked and a little bit surprised and awe by these dials. Let's take a look at what the dials are right now, kind of go through them, talk about some combos and things you can do with these right now. So over here we've got Plastic Man. He's got a 7 sidestep, 10 attack, 17 defense, just to flat. These are all vanilla for attack and defense. And then that super shape change, which we'll talk about in a minute, kind of moves down to stealth, super senses, and then exploit weakness, which is pretty interesting. So I guess he can hit you towards the end there, but super great tie-up piece because of this, where's it at? Sorry, the giant reach and the plasticity right there on the top trait, and he's got another trait right there. So he's just ridiculous. You can switch him out with the other Plastic Man if you want. Next up is the dial for the Bat Knight from Kingdom Come here. You can pause it and take a look at those. Pretty good stuff. And then here's the traits right here, what they do. Again, you can pause it and take a look at what those do. Zeus, oh my goodness. Look at that dials. Three different point values, 280, 200, and 150. Bam, bam, bam. All of them are good. All the point costs are good. Great team abilities over here. And then again, you can pause it right here to see these incredible special powers and traits. So those are pretty incredible dials, right? I mean, that Zeus, oh my gosh, that pick-up power on top dial, man. And by the way, I love the new WizKids cards. If you haven't seen this, if you haven't played with Heroclix since they've done the switch over, all of the dial information now is on the back of the card, so you don't have to go to a website to try to find it. It's all here on the card. It's such a good idea for new players. The cool rule is, though, other players can't pick up your cards and look at the back, so you still have that kind of secrecy of your pieces. Top dial, 280 points for Zeus. You have an 11, 12, 25. That's 11 movement, 12 attack, 20 defense, and 5 damage. Are you kidding me? Top dial, 250 points. Now, he's got this trait. Zeus and other friendly characters can't be targeted by outwit or probability control from opposing characters unless the character has a higher point value and has a deity keyword. That is ridiculous. So you can't outwit him. It's kind of like a super quintessence, basically. He also has this trait here. It says, give Zeus a free action and choose a standard attack power. Zeus can use that power until he hits an opposing character and actions resolve. Oh my gosh, at a 12-25. That's ridiculous. That's a really good piece. He's got some very much a lot of play coming that you're going to see right there. Plastic Man is probably my favorite of these three, though. I love his little sculpt, though. He's kind of just got the pretzel arms, which I think is awesome. Plastic Man's got a tie-up maneuver where he counts his plasticity 2 squares away from him, which means that if someone even gets 2 squares within you, you shut him down. So that Trinity War Superman who's got stealth, you can just plop him in there and somebody's got to come up and get him. He now has to get through this Trinity War, or this Plastic Man. It's pretty tough because he's got this shape change. Check out what his shape change does. His shape change hits on I believe it's, let's see, his shape change hits, and he's got it top dial with the first 3 dials. Plastic Man can use shape change. He succeeds on a 4, 5, or 6. If the result is 3, he takes a maximum of 1 damage. If the result is 2, he takes a maximum of 2 damage. Are you kidding me? So someone comes in there with the Shredder or a Bebop and Rocksteady doing 5 damage. He takes 1. He takes 2. He takes none. Oh my gosh. Plus he's just tying him up, just sitting him there, making him roll that breakaway to try to get to your Trinity War Supes or something else, because there's a good Justice League keyword there. So Bat Knight. This is perfect for your Kingdom Come teams. Oh my gosh. He's got Batman Family keyword, Gotham City, Future, and Robot. Ironically, it doesn't have the KCC word, so keyword, so that's interesting. Bat Knight's combat values can only be modified by powers or abilities. This is the We Make Things Right Again trait. Ultimate Batmobile. He is now a taxi for Batman families. You can use him as a taxi. Ram. He is basically he's a vehicle. He's a traded vehicle, basically, is how he plays. Even though he doesn't have quite the same keywords. His giant size, but he's got the Ram ability that, you know, vehicles get and all that kind of stuff. He is 60 points. Top dials a 9, 11, 18, 3, and that's all pink powers pretty much, except for his defense, which is toughness. So you've got sidestep, precision strike, and then empower, which, oh my gosh, for 60 points, a 60-point empower sitting there like that with what he does, that taxi ability. These are some strong con exclusive pieces. So if you can get your hands on this, this is really going to be a great accent to your Kingdom Come teams, to your Justice League teams, and to, oh my gosh, whatever team, because this Zeus is ridiculous with that pick of power. And let me see, I didn't mention his bottom power. His bottom power is he can use leadership and outwit. And if you remember the new outwit rule, or I'm sorry, the new leadership rule, if you look at WizKid's website, the new leadership rule, if you share a keyword with someone, you don't have to have a higher point value anymore, which is, I mean, granted, he's a very high point value, but just in case you're playing some high points teams, leadership, outwit on that damage dial, it's ridiculous. This guy's going to be crazy. So one thing I forgot to mention is on these con exclusives, one thing I want you to see about all of the sculpts on them, with the exception of like Pizza Face, Spider-Gwen's got some interesting plastic there, and then Zeus as well, but they all have this kind of more static hero pose that WizKids is going for lately. He's standing on the Hulk shirt, or the Punisher shirt, which is pretty neat. But it is an interesting thing to notice that the choices that they're making right now, these kind of hero poses versus some of these more dynamic things from Nick Fury, The Flash, Nick Fury, all these different sets had some incredible sculpts, and there's been a lot of great sculpts coming out, especially if you're thinking Deadpool riding a unicorn, of course. But it's interesting that they're choosing for these con exclusives to have more of a traditional hero stance type sculpt. So that's one thing to look out for if you're a sculpt junkie. You're not going to get any of these kind of sculpts over here and there. But that goes for all of these con exclusives. So that's the DC con exclusives for 2017. Check out more at the latest retro and here on the Dice Tower. Again, I'm Brian Drake. Next, we'll be looking at the Marvel Con exclusives as well as the Guardians of the Galaxy Gravity Feed.
Thanks so much for watching the Dice Tower videos. Find more great videos and reviews as well as our top-rated audio podcast at Dicetower.com. You can also find other great shows at Dicetowernetwork.com. I'm Eric Summerer, and you've been watching the Dice Tower. The Dice Tower is sponsored by Cool Stuff Inc., where you can find great games for great prices. Cool stuff in stock. Check them out at CoolStuffInc.com.